So I'm Chris from DeFi Crypto Today. And that's a YouTube channel. Got over 11,000 followers there, so it's not so bad.
Nice.
And I've been asked by the team at Delta to work as an advisor and to help with marketing. And that's why I'm doing these AMAs almost every day now. And I came up with several ideas. Right now, we're in phase one. So we're starting small and simple, but we plan to make this a lot more fun and exciting in phase two, which is going to happen in a few months. So let's start talking about phase one, and then I'll get into phase two later because we don't mention phase two yet on the website, but we're actively working on it in the background. So today we're supposed to do our minting of our NFTs, but there's been a bit of a snafu, so our devs are working at fixing that. Hopefully, it's going to be resolved by tomorrow. So you still have time to get. I think we gave you whitelist spots or something. We
I'm not sure if that was confirmed or not, but you're welcome to if you'd like to.
Yeah, like confirm with our fearless leader, Too Crazy, who's listening right now, a little bit later. But I think maybe we still have a few whitelist spots for you guys if you're interested.
Okay, sure.
So, Delta Finance, the goal i- is the savings account of the future. So, we're trying to um, create a way for people to invest, get interesting APY, and we try to make it sustainable. So we're not going crazy with million%, billion%, quadrillion% APY like we've seen in the recent past because they're just not sustainable. It's not going to last for very long. So we're starting with a pretty high APY of 20,000%, which is decaying. So gradually it's going to go down, except if you buy the NFTs, which should be on sale tomorrow if our devs can fix the problem. All right. Because the NFTs grant you the privilege of being able to maintain that 20,000% APY. And on top of that, depending on which category of NFT, you get an APY boost, which I'm going to describe in a few minutes. So the rewards are paid every 30 minutes, and you get 50% in stablecoin and 50% in the native Delta token. So that was an interesting feature. A lot of people wanted to receive their yield in stablecoins. We haven't decided which stablecoin just yet because there seems to have been a lot of turbulence in stablecoins recently with the failure of UST. But most likely it's going to be USDC or DAI or something like that. All right. So let's talk a bit about the. Oh yeah, we're going to be we're launching on Avalanche. Okay. Our NFTs. We have three levels. First level is Alpha. They're for sale at $50 a piece. Only 1,500 of them that can ever be issued, and they give you a 450% APY boost, which is permanent. Then you have the second category called Beta, which is selling for 250 a piece, and there's only 775 of them that are ever going to be minted. They give you an 1,800% APY boost, and they're going to give you automatic access to the exclusive whitelist pre-sale for the Delta token, which is going to be launched about a month and a half, give or take, after the the NFT sale this week. Okay. Then the third level is Gamma. The price is 450 a piece and is only 200 of them ever minted. Give you a 4,000% APY boost and also give you access to the whitelist pre-sale of the Delta token. All right. Now, to recap, the APY will start at 20,000% once the Delta token is out. So in the meantime, you should hold on to your NFTs while you hold them, but you can trade them. But consider that they're very precious because they will guarantee that the APY you're going to get is going to stay, right, at the same level. So they're very valuable. That's the only way you can maintain that 20,000% APY plus the boost. Otherwise, if you just stake the Delta token, at the beginning you're going to get 20,000%, and then gradually the APY is going to get lower and lower and lower and lower. All right. You guys have any questions before I go on?
Yeah, you can just continue, and I'll ask questions as you're finishing up.
All right. The APY is going to be at the beginning. Okay, we're more or less kind of Titano fork. I'm trying to move away from that model as much as possible because I don't like it. It's not very sustainable. What we're doing is like Titano, we have entry tax and exit tax, which are going to be used to help pay the APY. But in phase 2, we're starting to implement new features that are going to improve the sustainability. So we're going to have a second NFT sale. That one is going to be collectibles. Okay, so the plan is to have 10,000 racing car NFTs. Each NFT is going to have different attributes. Some of them are going to have different rarities. So some of the NFTs are going to be extraordinarily rare, and you'll be able to trade them on markets like OpenSea, for instance, so that you could potentially sell your NFTs at a greater value than you paid for, because they're going to be the attributes are going to be given at random when you mint. You don't know what you're going to get. You could get something extremely rare, which you could resell for maybe 5 times, 10 times, 20 times the price that you paid. And or you could have something more common that you can use for various activities on the protocol itself. One of the what we're going to do with in phase 2 is gamify the project quite a bit. We're going to start with the system of a lottery system, which is going to look like a race. Okay, so you need to have the NFT, which features a racing car. So you need to put your car in the race, and you pay for a ticket to enter the race. And if you win the race, you win the prize, which works a little bit like a lottery. Okay, so we're gonna that's the first game, and then gradually we're gonna add other activities and other things. So each NFT is going to have greater and greater utility. Now, the original NFT sale that's happening this week will also grant you privileges for phase 2. For instance, you'll be able to have first dibs on the new series of NFTs. So you'll be among the first to be able to buy them. You're going to have a pre-sale just for you guys, and so on. Okay, so there's going to be all kinds of privileges that we're going to develop. It's still being worked on. But it's going to be very exciting. Also, what I want to mention is that our founder is actually a race car driver. So he knows very much the environment. We're going to try to make this fun and entertaining for people. I'm hoping we're going to be able to do interviews with people that are in the race car industry to make this even more fun. So that could be quite exciting. I'm really I want people to forget that we're going to be in a recession this year and that there's been so many disasters and things like the UST and Luna fiasco that happened last week. I think we can make DeFi a lot more fun, a lot more exciting. People can earn some interesting yield, trade, NFTs like collectible cards, and things like that. I think that can be a lot of fun. All right. So talk a little bit about the team if you want.
Yeah, go right
All
ahead.
right. All right. So our founder is Yusuf. He's got several years of experience in business and marketing for crypto and DeFi. There's myself, as I explained. I'm behind the DeFi Crypto Today YouTube channel with over 11,000 followers now. We have also James Pelton, which was hired as an advisor. Crypto with Lorenzo, another advisor, another YouTube influencer. Crypto Coins, another YouTube influencer, also hired as an advisor. We got Marcus, who's got 10 years of UX design and graphics. We got Tense, our lead developer, who's trying to fix what's going on with our NFT mint right now. And we got Neo, senior blockchain developer. And all right, what do you have for questions? Let's go.
Yeah. I know you mentioned that you didn't really like the Titano model, but you're still in a way a rebase project. I don't know if you wanted to just touch up a little bit more on what exactly makes you different. I know you have the NFT boostings, but is there anything else specifically that makes you guys more different?
Well, the very first thing is 50% payout in stable coins. That's not done anywhere else. And the other 50% of the rewards are paid out in our own Delta token. Okay, I think that's very attractive in the sense that because you already get half of your rewards in stable coins, you have less incentive to just dump your Delta tokens. I think that it kind of helps maintain the price of the token. Otherwise, every time you take, you would just be incentivized to just dump all your tokens to get cash, right? So I like the idea of giving out 50% in stable coins. The other thing is we start with a much lower APY than Titano did. It's not 1,000,000% a year. We're starting at 20,000%. Because when I did the math on Titano, it's like they're in a deficit from day one. The taxes are not enough to pay for the APY that they're granting. So they have to use the capital that's invested by the investors, and I was not happy with that model. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to move away from the tax-only system that is implemented at Titano. Some of the money that we receive going to be put in a treasury. The treasury is going to be managed by a professional that's going to invest the money to generate further income. We're going to have from time to time some NFT sales to provide further income that's going to be used to pay rewards to our token holders. We're going to have more and more games that are going to be implemented as well. So there's going to be all kinds of activities that are going to generate income for the token holders. It's not just going to be coming exclusively from taxes like it's done at Titano at the moment.
Gotcha. So that definitely makes sense. Are there any other ways to generate revenue? I know Sunsafe asked that question in the AMA questions channel.
Other than those that I just mentioned,
Yes.
for instance, when the treasury is managed, we some of the funds could be staked to generate income. Some of the funds could be put in LPs to generate swapping fees. Bancor just created some new LPs that have no impermanent loss. Apparently, I just saw that today, so I'm going to look at that. That could be an interesting way to generate income and have no impermanent loss. There's all kinds of ways. We want to try to make use of what's available in DeFi right now to generate income from the treasury itself. So the funds that are already in the treasury will generate income as well. Okay. Right now, that's what I'm not seeing at Titanic. When I looked at the treasury, they're just BNB in there, sitting there, not earning any interest or anything. And I don't think that's sustainable.
Yeah, definitely not if it's just, not generating a yield. I think that's, like you said, the whole point of a treasury is to generate that yield to help sustain the protocol. Um, One question I had would then be like, what are the taxes on each buy and sell? And then kind of how are the tokenomics initially distributed? And yeah, I guess that's my question.
All right, let me double check it. I want to see. Hang on, I forget the percentage. Give me a sec. Okay, taxes. I thought we defined these on the website. Give me a second. I can't remember the exact percentage. I think it's like 30% max,
All right.
something like that. Anyway, like it's going to be officially put somewhere on the website as we get closer to the launch of the Delta token. But right now, there's no tax because there's no Delta token issued yet. Right? Once it's issued, it's going to be added there. Oh, and the tokenomics. Essentially, one thing that's very important: the team gets no free token. Okay, there are no team tokens. We added that as a security measures for our investors because in a lot of projects, the team gets like millions of tokens, let's say, and when then they promote the project, and then the price of the token shoots up, and then they dump the token. Then they walk away with the cash. Well, there's no way this is going to happen with us because we don't have any free tokens. If I want to get tokens, I have to pay for them. Okay, so nobody in the team gets free tokens.
Definitely makes sense. You know how the other tokens are being allocated then on off the launch?
Which are the tokens? Sorry.
Just the initial supply.
How many tokens are going to be issued? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't think we established that firmly yet. Because we want to first work on the DeFi part, okay? Make sure that everything is coded the way we want. And then after that, we're going to decide specifically how many tokens are going to be issued. I don't think it's been established yet. No, the only thing that's established at the moment is for the NFT sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got another question in chat from Sunsafe. He says, with minting a native token, you can produce more from more or less thin air, but with USDC would have to be traded for. Will these be purchased with the treasury funds? I think he's referring to the rewards that you get from the APY from holding the tokens.
Yeah, the way I understand it, when we discussed it, is that uh, our treasury, there's going to be a very large part of the treasury that's going to be held in let's say we pay out in USDC, okay? So very large part of the treasury is going to be set in USDC, which is probably also going to be invested in a protocol that's going to earn interest on that USDC as well to help pay for the rewards. Okay, but yeah, a large part of the treasury is going to be held in the the stable coin that we're going to pay out. So basically, we're going to receive some money through NFT sale, token sale, and taxes. And large part of that is going to be held in stable coins in our treasury. That's how it's going to be.
Okay. Are there any concerns that having a 20,000% APY, I know that's decreasing over time, but are there any concerns that staking a stablecoin for, say, 10% would not be able to keep up with that APY, even though you guys do have the taxes going into the protocol? I guess what's
Yeah,
the security for investors?
and that's the whole point. And we wanted to make the rates very attractive at the beginning to get people excited about the project, obviously, and gradually that 20,000% is going to decay, and at the same time we're going to add more and more features to the project that will generate income. Okay. And that's how we're planning on making it more sustainable. There's only a very small number of people that will be able to keep that 20,000% permanent. The regular people that don't hold the original NFTs that are going for sale this week, those will have their rate decay, and they're not going to be able to hold that 20,000% for very long. It's only like 2,000 some people that are going to be able to maintain those high rates, right? Yeah, yeah, 2,000, just a little bit over 2,000 people are going to be able to maintain that. That's it.
Gotcha. And how quickly does that APY decay?
Hopefully not too quickly. But yeah, like we're gonna try to make it as attractive as possible and sustainable as possible. Okay, so there's gonna be a little bit of give and take. Okay, I haven't done the math just yet. Okay, it's still a bit early because we need to code all this stuff. Okay, and it's gonna take a few weeks before it's ready. Once it's ready, then we're going to explain exactly at what rate it's going to decay and so on. But we're not there yet.
Gotcha. And then when do you launch? I don't know if I asked that already.
Uh, the Delta token and the DeFi aspect of the project that's launching in about a month and a half from now, give or take. So a month and a half to 2 months, because we need to test the code. We need to make sure everything works. So that can take a little bit of time. And we're also planning on auditing the code once we're pretty confident that it works fine. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's definitely important. You don't want to put out a code and then have it not work, and then as we know, smart contracts aren't editable, so you can't just change it once it's put out there. That's good.
Yeah, we might have, I don't know if we're going to have a public test net or not, but we're definitely going to test the thing and to make sure that everything works before it's ready. So, yeah.
Gotcha. While on the topic of security, do you guys have any plans for KYC, or are any people on the team doxxed?
Yeah, well, I'm pretty much doxxed. You see my face everywhere on my 300 plus videos. And, Google has my home address. So, yeah, I'm easy to find. The devs are all KYC'd. And for the rest of the team, some are docs and some will be KYC'd as well. Okay. So for that's not an issue. Uh, Also, in terms of security, I made sure that we have a multi-sig in place to control the funds in the treasury. So I'm on the multi-sig, Yusuf, our founder, is on the multi-sig, and one of the devs on the multi-sig. So it takes more than one person to take the money out. Okay. So, so we cannot, because the biggest issue that I noticed was not necessarily that the promoter of the project was the guy running away with the cash, but many times it was a rogue dev that would steal the money from the treasury. So, yeah, I saw that on several projects. Some of my friends, their own devs steal their money. Yeah, it was terrible. So I make sure right now that all projects I'm involved in have a multi-sig in place.
Yeah, we definitely don't want any rogue devs, so having a multi-sig definitely makes people a little more confident in the token.
Mm.
Yeah, we got another question from La DeFi. He asks regarding the multiple delays. Your one of your moderators said that it is an issue with the inconsistency with the contract and how like the gas is correlated with that. Could you elaborate on that?
I asked our founder earlier about this, and yeah, he's not very happy also. But I'm not a dev, so I don't know exactly what the technical issue was. But I think they needed to test the the actual minting process, and I don't think they tested it enough. Okay, so right now that's what they're working on, and we're going to have the devs do an actual mint by themselves first to make sure everything actually works, so that end users don't have any issues. So they're working at it. I'm just hoping that it's going to be resolved soon. Otherwise, we look like fools.
Yeah, I do know that gas optimization in smart contracts themselves isn't exactly the easiest thing to do, but it's like
Mm.
something that's pretty crucial, especially for a rebasing project that there's going to be multiple transactions going on each day. So that's very important, and it's a good thing that they're considering that before making people pay a lot in gas that is really just unnecessary.
Well, as we saw with this minting issue that we're having right now, testing is paramount. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely insist on a lot of testing before we release the DeFi aspect of the project to the public. I'll test it myself if I have to. I don't care. I want to make sure everything works.
Yeah, for sure. Got one more question in chat from Sunsafe. He asks, have you considered delaying launch until better market sentiment, giving you more time to get other features ready so you can quickly make incentives and utility available as APY decays?
Um, well, first of all, the APY is not going to decay starting today, right? That's going to be starting when the DeFi project is going to be launched. We kind of have the luxury of time right now because we already announced that it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks before we plan on launching the DeFi aspect of the project. Basically, the NFT sale is helping us pay for the development and the marketing. Okay, that's what the plan is, and this NFT sale is the one that has the most power. If you buy any of the gamma or beta NFTs of this issue, you're the ones that are going to have the most privileges for forever. Okay. The future NFT sales, like the second one with the race cars and everything, that one's going to be super exciting. And that's why I don't want to delay that one too much, despite the market conditions, because many people love racing cars. Millions of people love racing cars. And it doesn't matter, if you like cars, you like cars. It doesn't matter if the stock market's crashing or the crypto market is crashing, you like cars. And that's what we're going to work on, okay? We want to work on that aspect. We want to build a community around race car fans, okay? That's the plan. And making it fun, don't really care about the market conditions, okay? When we people get excited about cars and race cars, and we're going to try to be on site where there are races and so on, try to give you a closer look at the action and so on. I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing this. So I'm not planning on slowing down. Not planning on slowing down. Okay. Uh, the recession, I don't think, is that relevant for phase two of our project. Okay. Uh, we need to go through the recession, and I think as we go, we're going to build, and we build no matter what the market conditions are.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely think that there's a lot of creative ways that you can do your second NFT launch with the race cars. I think that's really unique. We got a few more questions in the chat from Benova. He asks, in event of the current market situation, what effort are you making to keep up with the price and volume of your token? I think he's getting at like tokens similar to what you guys are creating with Delta token. They do rely on people, transacting with the token and getting volume and keeping the treasury, you know, keep money going into the treasury, and then the other uses of the tax. What are you guys doing to ensure that there's going to continuously be volume with the token?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, in phase two, we're going to have the race car collectible NFTs. And these are going to be, they're going to have utilities. So you're going to need to use them if you want to participate in any of the race car games that we're going to have on the protocol. So the first game I was planning, it's kind of, I'm going to call it a race, but it's actually working a bit like a lottery. So you need to have in your wallet your NFT, race car NFT, and you need to buy a ticket to participate in the race, which is like a lottery ticket, okay? And those lottery tickets have to be paid in Delta tokens. Okay, so it gives utility for the Delta token. So all the activities that we're going to build, and I mean, hopefully we're going to add more and more of them, making them more fun and exciting. You're going to need to use the Delta token to participate, right? And that gives utility for the Delta token. It helps us also collect taxes and so on. So that helps bring income in the treasury. That helps also maintain the price because those Delta tokens have value. You can win prizes. You can participate in all kinds of events using those Delta tokens as well. Okay. So we're going to have like activities also that we're going to add on our Discord, and you're going to need to be a token holder to participate and so on and so forth. There's going to be all kinds of activities. We're going to try to make our tokens, increase the usability of our tokens, okay? More end users we have for our tokens, the better for the token price, and the better it's going to be for the token holders. There's more value for the token holders as well.
Gotcha. That's definitely an interesting utility for the Delta token. And you said these NFTs are going to be available on OpenSea, or are you guys creating your own marketplace as well?
At this point, we're not creating another marketplace. That's a lot of work. but we're going to try to use whatever markets are available where we can sell those tokens, those NFTs. I'm hoping it's going to be possible on OpenSea. There's other places that we're going to use. We're going to try to make it as easy as possible for people to trade those tokens. Okay, so we're going to try to partner with these NFT marketplaces to help market those tokens, make them visible and easy to trade at low fees and so on. So we're going to partner with a lot of people to do this. Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that answers most of the questions I had. Just the last one that I have on, if anybody else wants to ask a question too, feel free to send a chat in the AMA questions channel. The last one I had is that how are you guys as the team getting paid? Because I know you mentioned that you don't have any token allocation from the initial supply, so curious to hear what your plans are there.
Oh, getting paid. That's a very interesting question. Of course, part of the treasury, okay, in which is going to be used in there's part of the treasury that's going to be used for marketing, part of the treasury that's used for development, and part is going to stay there to earn income for the token holders, right? So basically, my efforts come from the marketing side of the share of of the treasury that's reserved for marketing. That's where our money comes from.
Gotcha. Okay. I
It's
like
an
to ask.
expense.
I
It's
like.
an ex.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, what I meant is like it's an expense. Okay, that the protocol will have to pay. Okay, so once a month we're going to receive a little bit of money for our efforts, and it's proportional to the results. If the treasury grows to hundreds of millions, well, we're going to get a bigger share. But if the treasury is very, very small, we're not going to get a lot of money. Don't worry. We're not going to empty the treasury just for us. But our idea is to build something and to make it exciting and fun for token holders. Okay, and if people agree with us and they like it and they find it exciting and they participate and they join several activities, the more they participate, the more the protocol is going to generate income and the more the treasury is going to grow. And obviously, the bigger the treasury, the more rewards we're going to get the back end, and the more rewards investors will get in the same way. So we work for towards the same goal. We want a bigger treasury. Everybody wants a bigger treasury.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like to ask that question because it is important for the team to get a fair payment too. Because if they don't get paid, then what's the motivation to continue to work? And then if you do get paid too much, then are you just taking money from the investors? So I like that you guys are doing a performance based payment method or a distribution for the team. So I think that is definitely the way to go because there, like I said, there's that kind of like that fine line of what's too much and what's too little. So I, I do like that aspect of it. Are there any other last things that we haven't touched up on yet?
I don't. I think I covered most of it.
All right.
Unless you guys have new questions.
It does not look like there are any more questions in the channel. But yeah, that you did a great job answering my questions, so I appreciate it.
My pleasure. It was great coming here. Uh, do check with Too Crazy or Yusuf, our founder, about whitelist spots. Maybe there's still some you can give to your people. And hopefully, our devs are going to fix the bugs on our minting tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're going to finally have our sale. That would be super cool.
For sure. Yeah, I will be checking in with him. I think we will be doing a Twitter giveaway rather than through the AMA because it's obviously, the AMA is coming to an end and we haven't totally finalized things yet. So,
Yeah,
but
figure it out with him, with Yusuf, and yeah, do your giveaway the way you want.
perfect. Well, I appreciate you so much for taking your time, and I liked hearing about your project.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna have another AMA soon when things are in process and things are further developed. That'd be great to meet you guys again.